John Miller, you would suggest we're starting to see an ebb. Is that because people can't afford the rent? They can't afford the mortgages?
Yeah, I think we're approaching a peak. I think rising mortgage rates are probably one of the best things that is happening to housing. In many ways, low mortgage rates are making housing less affordable because it has obliterated supply, whether in the rental market or the purchase market. I cover about 40 different housing markets across the U.S. And the market share of bidding wars right now is anywhere from 25 to 75% of all closed sales activity. That is not a sustainable condition. We need more inventory.
Tell us about the mortgage rate right now. Are the people that did short-term mortgages at lower rates, are they already in trouble given that we now have higher and higher rates?
So it clearly places more pressure on them given how much prices have gone up over the last year. We're looking at, depending on the metric, around 20%. This next year, meaning 2022, more like 9 to 10%, and probably 3 to 4% the following year, even with the rate hikes. So all this is because there is limited supply. There's a firm underpinning. This isn't a financial engineering exercise that we had during the bubble. Credit conditions are still tighter than historic norms, and actually that's really pushing some people into the rental market, which is making it even less affordable.
Jonathan, how much is this a story of private investors and investment firms buying up a lot of the single-family homes and removing a lot of supply?
I think that certainly it's a factor, and it becomes more apparent when you're already in a situation right now where inventory is about is 1/3 of what it should be for a normal, stable market. But I also think it's overhyped as a contributing factor. I think the bottom line is that rates have been too low for too long, and you have to think of inventory as this living, breathing organism that takes time to recover, and it hasn't had a chance, and that's causing price growth that's just the likes that we've never seen.
And Jonathan, this is the distinction as people talk about 5+% mortgage rates and the idea that the actual number of sales is slowing. The prices still are going up. When do we see prices peak, Jonathan, and how high do mortgage rates have to go?
So I think that pricing isn't going to. So I think it's more about the rate of growth that we're seeing. We've been seeing in the last year a rocket ship, basically straight up. I think we're going to see a moderation. Look, affordability has fallen by half since the end of the year. Mortgage rates are up 2%. I mean, that's a rapid, sudden change. And that's going to slow down transactions. What's interesting is before the rate growth, sales were already falling, but it was because inventory had collapsed and was restraining sales activity. Now it's a combination of both.